Good evening, parents and families, and welcome to our parent workshop. I'm happy to be your host for the evening. My name is Mrs. Hampton, and I am the parent family liaison at Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune Elementary School. I am so happy that you joined me for this attendance workshop. So we're going to move right into it. There are two questions that I want you to think about as we move along. The first question is, what makes it hard to get your child to school every day? Secondly, what helps you get your child to school even on the hard days? So we're going to move right along into our workshop. We have 4 learning goals tonight. Missing out on school means missing out on learning. Being absent 2 days a month puts your child at risk of being chronically absent. Coming to school on time is important. Talk to your school if you need help getting your child to school. And I would like to add that since it's the COVID season, I know it's very difficult for parents to get their children to school, but please call the school and let us know. I'm sure that we can work something out to help your child be a distance learner or to help your child come inside of the building.
Student attendance in elementary school. Student success is directly linked to attendance and participation in the classroom during the school year. This video offers guidance and tips to help families establish routines for children that support regular attendance in the elementary grades. How can I help my child attend regularly? As a parent or guardian, you can play an active role in supporting your child's regular attendance at school by doing the following. Scheduling appointments for your child outside school hours where possible. Establishing the routine of being at school each day and on time from the first day. Giving your child a positive view of school and presenting school as fun, exciting, and important. Planning for school the night before to avoid a stressful morning rush. Having a consistent spot for school items such as homework or equipment can avoid an anxious, last-minute search for items. Setting the alarm to get up in time to allow for a relaxed morning routine, and to allow for the occasional emergency that arise now and then. Helping your child to be organized and responsible by maintaining a routine for homework and setting aside time to review schoolwork or discuss the school day. Finally, participating in your child's education and life at school by staying in touch with the teacher and attending special programs or events when possible. When your children see that their education is important to you, it becomes important to them as well. Why is regular school attendance important? Being in school regularly and on time teaches children important life habits such as dependability and responsibility. Children who arrive late interrupt others' learning, and the need to repeat instructions further delays lessons for the class. Being in school each day helps to keep children happy and confident socially. Absence creates gaps in learning, which may affect a child's self-esteem and confidence. Missed school time requires catching up and additional help, which may take your child out of social situations that they enjoy. Frequent absences have a negative effect on a child's achievement, which can lead to frustration and inappropriate behavior. Studies show that frequently missed school is linked to dropping out of school, failure to graduate, youth crime, and reduced employment opportunities. Children from age 6 to 18 are required by law to attend school regularly. Parents or guardians are legally responsible to ensure that their children attend school. Here are a few important considerations. First, if your child is at home due to illness or other unavoidable cause, please call the school's safe arrival phone number first thing in the morning to report your child's absence and leave a message for the teacher to make a plan for completion of missed work. Second, resist giving in to pleading or coaxing from your child to stay at home. If this happens often, ask them why they want to stay home. If your child tells you about a problem on the way to school or at school, follow up to resolve the issues as quickly as possible, to reduce any concerns your child may have that interfere with school. Third, if your child stays home without your knowledge or consent, or refuses to attend, contact the school. Assistance can be provided by the school or through a school board counselor. The earlier this involvement occurs, the greater the opportunity to resolve the problem and return your child to regular school attendance. We hope that this video has given you some ideas on how to support your child's regular attendance at school. Consistent attendance in the elementary grades lays a foundation for future success. Thank you for watching.
So I just want to highlight, when you miss school, you miss out on 4 things. So going to school every day helps your child build those foundational skills for reading. So build reading and math skills is very important for your child when they're in school. Your child has more chances to practice new skills. They certainly feel prepared for class every day, and they feel prepared for the next year. Let me just say this. When you as a parent show your child that school is important, you help them, you assist them with being on time, you have a visual routine for them to actually go to school, your children will see that if you're helping them build a good habit of attendance, they will actually want to come to school more often. So I applaud all of you parents who are doing your best, even in the midst of the COVID season, to make sure your child is here in the building. And if they're a distance learner, we want to applaud you as well for allowing your child to learn virtually, on time, every day, logging in. We applaud you. So a hand clap to you, all of you parents who are making it happen each and every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you look at our little infograph, when you miss school, you miss out on a lot of things. So it starts right here in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and then an adult. Sometimes adults are late. I admit, sometimes I'm late, but guess what? When I was a small girl, my mom made us go to school almost each and every day. And if we were sick, we certainly had to stay home. So I also want to reiterate to parents, I certainly know that things happen in our lives. They transpire. Again, we're in the midst of COVID. So we know that a lot of our students are missing being inside of the building, and some of them are home. So we know that things can happen. But if you know your child is going to be out from school, give us a call, send us a doctor's note, or just write a little note. We'll be able to excuse those absences for you. So it starts with you building a good habit of attendance right here in early grades. That's elementary school. Then it follows them to middle school, then on to high school, then to college. And when you become an adult, guess what? You're already ready for success. So make sure we build a good habit for attendance. All right, so this is a story about the school train, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I'm going to just tell you this. Let's say your child is in car number 1. So this is car number 1, okay? So let's just say they're out in front of the car on the school train, okay? Now, the train is going to move, okay? So a few days absence, a few days absent. The child is in front of the school train. So every time he or she has a few school absences, they hop off the train for a minute and then they get back on. The problem is that the train is always moving. So imagine your child is missing a few days, but the train is still moving. What is happening to their learning? They're falling behind in the learning. And the train is continuously moving. So look at this train. The train is still going forward, but the child is not on the train. What do you think will happen if the train keeps moving, but the child is not on the train because they're absent for whatever reason? For whatever reason, excuse me. How are you going to help your child stay on track? Here's the child. The train is going on, but guess what? The child is falling behind. So what can we do to assist you with helping your daughter or your son stay on track? So here's what I'm going to say. You have 9 days or less to do your best. So if you look at this little graph, our green color represents good attendance. Our yellow is a warning sign. Our red means that you're chronically absent. And it even lists the days. So it's 9 days or less, you're ready for success. 10 to 17 days, school gets harder. And if you're certainly at 18 days or more, you could certainly fall behind. Again, I know that things come up. I know that children get sick. I know we're in the midst of COVID, but we are here to help you. We're not here to scare you. We just want to make you aware of the importance of being to school. So here's a graph we have. And again, it's 9 days or less to do your best. And this graph is representing our reading scores in 5th grade. So if you look at this graph, you'll see that the vertical axis, that's the line that goes up and down. This shows reading scores in 5th grade. Now, this is not necessarily our school, but this is just a school. And it's showing you what can happen to the reading scores when children are in school versus kids who are not. So this vertical axis that goes up and down shows our reading scores in 5th grade. And as you can see, if it's 9 days or less, they had a higher reading score. If it was 10 or 17 days, they had a lower reading score. And if they were 18 days or more, you can see the red, they were certainly falling behind. So again, I'm reiterating attendance is so important. So if you look at a calendar, this is what this calendar looks like for 9 days or less. Students represented in this particular calendar miss like maybe 1 day, no more than 1 day per month. And it's breaking it down for you for our students who have 10 to 17 days. That was roughly about 2 days per month. And our students who were chronically absent missed at least 2 to 3 days per month. So it's showing you that on the calendar. If we add all of those items up, that's 1 full month of missed school. Now let me just break that down for you in layman terms. 1 month of school, that's like how many days here represented on this calendar. That means they missed reading, they missed math, they missed all of those foundational skills for phonics, for science, for any kind of reading. So we want to make sure that you understand that missed school means missed learning. That's just the basics of it. So just based on attendance, can you guess which children might be falling behind? So as you can see, 4 absences every month, 3 absences every month, 2 absences every month, or less than 1 absence per month. I think you kind of get the general idea of how kids can fall behind. This is another graph that gives you the warning signs. So if a student is here and they're missing 4 absences every month, you're basically chronic. So we want to certainly stay in the green area because that is a good indicator of your child being successful. Now here's a thinking question for you. How does being late to school affect a child? Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. I think it's very embarrassing for a child if they come to school late. And again, I know that accidents can happen. Mommy may get stuck in traffic. The bus may be late. Those kind of things can certainly affect being late, but it certainly has an effect on a child as well. So being on time is very, very important. Now, again, I know that things happen, so a child may not always be able to be to school on time, but we certainly want to make sure that you understand that being late can make your student very stressed, confused, and unprepared for class, and missing learning times or instructions, okay? So here's a small activity we're just going to review. And I know that the parents already know this already, but we're just going to go through and play a true-false game. Chronic absence equals 18 or more unexcused absences. True or false? You guessed it. That's false. Chronic absence equals 18 or more unexcused or excused absences. Next question. True or false? Just 2 excused absences per month affects your child's learning. Is that true or false? It's true. You guessed it. Just 2 excused absences per month affects your child's learning. Good job. Question 3. What should we do to this sentence? I want you to put a little word in here. Good attendance means being at school every day. Can you guess what word goes there? Let's see. Good attendance means being at school on time every day. Good job. So here's a few attendance tips for parents. Talk to your child about why attendance is important. Set an attendance goal with your child. Use a calendar to keep track of absences. Go to the doctor on school holidays. Set bedtime and morning routines. Here are more tips. Have a backup plan to get your child to school if you can't bring them yourself some days. You can certainly ask a family member. You can certainly ask a neighbor, okay? Only keep your child home if they are truly sick. That means if they have a fever over 100. We certainly don't want you to bring them to school. Talk to your child's teacher or school staff if getting to school every day on time is hard. Again, we're here to help. All right, parents share. What strategies sound most useful to you? All right, remember our learning goals for today. I think we've highlighted missing out on school means missing out on learning. Being absent 2 days a month puts your child at risk of being chronically absent. Coming to school on time is very important. Talk to your school if you need help getting your child to school. Parents, I want to applaud all of you. I want to thank you for attending our workshop. If you'd like to see other attendance resources or find information on additional health barriers to learning, please visit the Healthy and Ready to Learn Resource and Training Center at www.hrl.nyc. Thank you so much, and I want to applaud all of you parents for being great parents and participants at your child's school. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.